So if a person is disrespectful by nature or violent by nature, your empathy, your kindness, your affection is never going to change that. Hello, my beautiful YouTube family. I hope you're well. First and foremost, thank you so much for sending in such beautiful, meaningful, and profound questions. I've tried to select a few of your questions and I will try my best to answer those in this video. Stay tuned. This is one of my most favorite questions. That's why I'm going to answer this first. Success can be blinding if you don't know who you really are. It is rightly said that success does not change you, success reveals you. I've said it many times and I'll say it again, that what you do with success determines whether you're blessed with success or cursed with success. If you fail to understand who you truly are, then success and fame can be very blinding. In my books, staying humble or humility is the key. If you want to stay simple, no matter how big of a star you are, stay grounded. And your family and friends are going to help you with that. I think when your friends and your families keep you grounded, they keep reminding you who you really are. No success, no fame will ever change you. You will always stay simple. You will always stay humble. Again, it's a beautiful question. I recently heard someone saying these lines that make mistakes and learn from them, but never regret them. Because when you grow older, the hardest and heaviest thing to carry is regret. Well, in the worst moments, just remind yourself that every testing time leaves with a powerful lesson. And remind yourself during those moments that no storms last forever. And there is a God's promise to every human being on this planet Earth that with every hardship comes ease. If you're going through something in life, mark my words, ease is going to follow. So be patient and believe in yourself. How to handle anger is a very important question. But in order to learn how to handle anger, I think we need to understand what basically anger is. To me, anger is unsaid and unspoken emotion. When we fail to express in words what we are going through, I think that makes us angry. There is so much going on in our hearts and in our minds which we fail to comprehend in words. So what happens is that all that piled up emotion, unsaid, unheard, unspoken emotion becomes anger. And what happens? This huge volcanic eruption. When this anger erupts, it destroys us, it destroys everything around us. So in order to learn how to handle anger, we need to learn how to express our emotions in words. I know our generation was never taught to do so. If it's difficult for you to say it, write it down. You know, I recently learned this from my son. When this whole pandemic thing happened, my son was homebound like we were. He was unable to go to school. He was very sad and depressed in those days. I remember one day he woke up and he was very agitated. The second day I asked him that, Nile, what is bothering you? Why are you so quiet? Why are you becoming so agitated? He said, Mom, there's nothing to look forward to. I cannot go to school. I cannot play outside. I cannot meet my friends. And then he started crying and he went it all out. And that helped him so much. And that moment I realized that how important it is. To say what you're going through, to express your emotions in words is your power. So know your power. Well, what is a friend? I think it's very difficult to define a friend, but I think someone whose eyes light up when they see you entering the room. A friend is someone who is going to ask you about your well-being, not out of curiosity, but out of concern. A friend is someone who is always going to respect you and protect you behind your back. A friend is someone who's never going to see their failure in your success. In fact, they will be the one clapping and cheering for you when you achieve something in life. But having said that, we need to remind ourselves every single day that not everyone who shakes hand with you is your friend. And those who don't clap for you when the world is clapping for you, those people are not your friend. Keep an eye on those. I think in today's time and age, one of the biggest distractions is other people's opinions about us. Well, thanks to social media. But we need to understand one thing. If we continue to think what other people think of us, we will eventually lose the sight of who we really are. And if you know who you really are, no power in this world can ever distract you from your goals. I think in this journey, when you decide not to pay heed to anyone's opinions, you're going to lose a lot of people. You're going to lose a lot of friends. But in that moment, remind yourself that those people who don't belong to your journey, those who are not serving your higher purpose, those people must fade away. So please don't get ever distracted. Don't think too much about what other people think of you, as long as you know who you really are. When you learn to let go of what doesn't serve you, and when you embrace and accept all that you're left with grace and gratitude, that is maturity. Maturity is the art of listening and not just hearing. It's the art of speaking and not just talking. And I have to say this, that maturity does not come with age. It comes with life experiences. It is one of my most favorite questions. What is life? I know we all talk about live your life to the fullest, but somehow we fail to define the word life itself. What is life? Many of us either live in the past or in the future. Well, when we live in the past, it makes us angry because of all the experiences that we've been through. But when we live in the future, that makes us anxious because we don't know what's going to happen the next moment. But the question is, how many of us are living in this very moment? How many of us are present in our present? What I believe life is this very moment. To me, this present moment, when I'm having this conversation with you, when I'm alive and I'm breathing, this very moment to me is life. Life is not about what has happened in the past. Life is not about what's going to happen in the future, because we cannot control neither our past nor our future. But what we certainly can control is this very moment. So for me, this present moment is called life. I think this is a very important question, and answering this question is the need of the hour. You know, my generation of mothers, we are trying to do conscious parenting. We are trying to teach our sons and daughters what not to do to make a relationship work or to live a happy and fulfilled life. I think for eons we have been telling our daughters that because of your love and kindness and compassion, one day the nature of a man will change, which is wrong. You can do anything, everything, but you can never change the nature of a person. So if a person is disrespectful by nature or violent by nature, your empathy, your kindness, your affection is never going to change that. And when it comes to sons, they have been taught that no matter how disrespectful they become towards their partners or how ungrateful they are towards their partners are never going to leave you. And that's also a lie. Because in today's time and age, we need to say this loud and clear, that core element to make a relationship work is mutual respect. If there is no gratitude, if there is no respect, relationships don't work. In order to make this world a peaceful place to be, harmony is the key. We need to learn to respect people even if we disagree with their opinions. It's no big deal. We live in a world which tends to celebrate sameness. We like, appreciate, support, and encourage those who look alike and think alike. And we somehow bash those who don't support our ideas. And that's the false narrative. That is something that we need to change. I can disagree to what you're saying, but I will still be respectful towards you. I think now is the time that we must learn to celebrate differences and not just tolerating differences. That's the only way we can make this world a more tolerant, more diverse, and more kind place to be. This is a very interesting question. Rule number 1, do not ever judge someone. And rule number 2, do not invest your trust unconditionally. It's sad to see that every time we are investing our money, we are so careful. We put conditions before we invest our money somewhere. But somehow or the other, we become so careless when it comes to spending our time, our trust, and our love in a relationship. Don't ever do that. And in order to understand whether a person is trustworthy or not, all I'd like to say is give it some time. Time has its beautiful way of showing and revealing who people really are. So till the time, wait and invest your trust and your love conditionally. I already have made a video about self-confidence. I hope you enjoy the video. To me, self-confidence is not about knowing that everyone around you admires you. It's about acknowledging that even if no one appreciates you, supports you, admires you, you're still going to be okay. To me, that is self-confidence.